is actually going on with these last minute goals we keep conceding? Like, to me, once is a coincidence, but twice is a pattern. Three times, it's a problem. It is a problem. We did it against Villa. We did it against Wolves. Now we've done it against Crystal Palace. I used to have 100% confidence, yeah, that once we're leading a game and it's past the 80th minute, nothing else is happening. But this shit's been coming. Why is this happening? This was a very, very annoying game because it was a game of two halves. In fact, we can even say three halves. Because the first half was us peppering these guys, right? It was us, Martinelli cooking, like we were doing the damn business, man. We had so many chances to score. The football was great. We were hoping, things were connecting, things were working. But we couldn't just finish our dinner, right? Fair enough, it happens. But then the second half, Crystal Palace just do something and it just destabilizes our thing. Or is it just a case where we got tired? Alright, cool, we were still in control of the game. Fair enough. And then we score from a fortunate situation where, listen, for what it's worth, the ball really didn't even, I think it was, is it Calafiori or Saliba that played the ball, and then Lacroix now tried to defend it, and then it went into his post. That was a bit unfortunate, right? But even at that, it was kind of like, bro, is that really how we're going to score? But fair enough. I was chucking that up to mean, hey, listen, we are due a bit of luck. Yeah, Arsenal Football Club are due a bit of luck. Just like how we got some luck, a lot of luck against Wolves, and then we got a lot of luck as well against Everton, right? The luck that wasn't given a penalty. And I thought that was, okay, yet another episode of us having some luck. Obviously, we won the game, penalty shootout, but like, this ain't it. This is not the vibe that you've made man get used to. Is it a case of them seasons, was October like a heavy price to pay? Did we do too much in October? Is this concept of total football, is it killing our players? And is it a case where Arteta just needs to revise how he rotates the teams, man? Because what do we even call it? We've not been able to get back-to-back clean sheets in a minute now. I don't know. But obviously, thankfully, we won. And for what it's worth, yeah, every single penalty was an assured penalty. Like, every single penalty made me feel like, yeah, every single penalty taker made me feel like they were going to score it. Obviously, aside from the guys that I'd never seen take penalties before, like Calafiori and Timber, yeah, and even Trossard. But bro, they dispatched the penalties really well. So shout out them, right? But like, and I just knew, Kepa, see, you cannot fake it for too long in Hebron, bro. The Crystal Palace goalkeeper during the game, granted, he was on some smoke, man. He was on something different, right? He was just making so many saves and it was a bit annoying. Yeah, this is what makes being an Arsenal goalkeeper all the more annoying, because you spend the whole game not having to make any saves, but the one time that they get a shot on target, boom, it's in the post. It's in the back of the net. And it's kind of like, why, bro? The players made it such that you didn't have one save to make. And then the one save you have to make, the one shot on target, you can't even save that. And it was straight at you, what? In between your legs. Nah, that's on you, bruv. That's on you. And shout out you for saving us in the end, because that penalty shootout was so stressful. It was so stressful. But as I say, it looks like luck is on our side. And then on to the players, yeah. Kepa, as I said, you've pissed me off because the one shot on target they had, you didn't save it. But hey, you saved us in the end. And we won the penalty shootout. On to Chelsea, right? Timber will just be quality. Even on Timber's bad day, because today is something that you can even say might not have been the best day for Timber, but he was still really good. And then Saliba as well just shows us why he's really the best centre back in the world, bro. I didn't give a damn. He's still the best centre back. He's just one of the best players, period, bro. The way he does everything is just so right. He just does everything so right. But the one I think last season he made like two mistakes, right, that led to goals. That just reminded us that, oh, I guess he's a human being after all. And then Calafiori as well in centre back, really great. Really great to also see his creativity shine from the centre half position. And then Louis Skelly held onto the ball a couple more times than you should have, but hey, all around, you did fine. You did fine. And then Norgard. I didn't realize Norgard is ambidextrous, fam. Left foot, right foot, still hits the targets, his intended targets. Norgard is actually low-key a gem. Norgard is actually low-key a gem. And it'll be great to see us use him a lot more. Sometimes because remember when they played the Norgard Declan Rice pivot during the preseason, and I felt like that was something I don't want to see. I take it back. I think I would like to see Norgard Rice pivot at some point. Let Zubimendi rest, or let's see what else someone else can do. That's not Zubimendi, right? If needed. But if there's ever a reason that anyone that Norgard needs to come in, and you're showing us now, center back, center mid, no problem. Shout out Norgard still. And then Eze, man, Eze looked lively. He looked a lot more lively than he typically looks in games where he doesn't score. So it was good to see him look lively, but still, it just seemed like Palace just had him covered, man. But shout out him as well. You talk about who was it? Merino. Merino, as usual, if Merino is not scoring or in the final third, you don't feel this guy. And I've just come to accept it. Like, I think at this point, we should just stop playing him in the center mid. Like, because I don't even know what he does in the center mid at this point. I don't know what he does in the center mid. So the less said about him, the better in center mid. Madueke is Madueke. Noni is Noni. You know what you're getting when he's on the pitch. You know you're gonna get some dribbles. You know you get some this and some that. But ultimately, like, the final third still needs a lot of work. And Jesus, this is the Jesus we've always known, bro. Just like Madueke, very frustrating players. Jesus is pretty much like Madueke. The person that shone in that first half of Martinelli, obviously, he did so many good things. I mean, it was so annoying that these guys couldn't just tidy this game, man. But it just goes to show. Because I believe this starting 11 would have tidied. I mean, they did pretty much tidy Club Rouge, right? That's when Madueke did his thing. So, like, this just shows the difference between Champions League and the Prem. Like, people just really defend resolutely, man. And people are just really strong, and people prioritize power over prowess and all that type of stuff. But it is what it is. We've won. On to the next round. The man of the match from our side. I mean, how? How do we give a man of the match for this type of game? I guess in terms of the Arsenal player that stood out the most would definitely just be Martinelli. But can he really get a man of the match? He didn't see the game out. Martinelli was really the best player that played for us, right? So it is what it is. Yeah, that's just how, man. I'm not gonna think about it too tough. But yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. Obviously, we've got Chelsea next, I guess, home and away. So those should be interesting fixtures. So looking forward to it, people. It would be great to win this trophy. It would be great to just win this trophy and just get the boys used to showing armpits,